What you just heard is the opening music to the 1987 film, the much belied, the much talk trashed about Masters of the Universe film from 1987. Before I begin my review of this upcoming, well, the trailer for this upcoming movie called Masters of the Universe, I'm not sure if the He-Man part of it is still there. I want to talk about the thumbnail to this video and explain it. I don't expect anybody to appear live tonight. I don't think anybody's going to be watching this live. So I won't explain it to those of you who watch it later. Once again, YouTube, in its efforts to keep me down, censor me, enslave me, have used their bots once again using their AI bots to keep viewers from finding my channel and watching my content. But that's okay. You ain't gonna stop me, you socialist bitches at YouTube. You can shove your AI bots right up your ass. Okay? I'm still the underground king. I was talking about conspiracy theories here before anybody else. I was talking about the propaganda in the films before anybody else. I'm the motherfucker that started it. A lot of the fucking people that are on YouTube now and successful, they owe me. They owe me. They watched my videos as they grew up. So you can censor me or try to censor me all you want, YouTube. You can suck my dick. With that said, I gotta talk about this trailer because I watched it this evening and I got a couple of things to say about it. Not really that much. Oh, one more thing before I begin with my personal opinion. One more thing. All of you anti-woke motherfuckers, and you know who you are, okay? Your whole shtick is anti-woke. I'm sick of woke. I'm anti-woke. Yet you still go watch the goddamn movies, even though you know they're going to be woke, because you have no choice, because people are paying you to talk shit. People are paying you through YouTube, through Patreon. They're paying you. You use that as the excuse to continue watching shit that you supposedly don't like. You're against. Oh, I gotta watch it because my fans are paying me so they can hear me talking shit about it. Ain't that convenient having the best of both worlds, huh? Well, anyway, all of you woke, so-called anti-woke motherfuckers who are gonna try to say that it's okay, the shenanigans, the propaganda that's being shown in this Masters of the Universe or He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie. That him, he, them bullshit on his desk. That's in particular what I'm talking about. All you so-called anti-woke motherfuckers who are now going to say that it's okay because the film is making fun of it, it's a joke, you will lose all credibility, as far as I'm concerned, from me. It doesn't matter if it's a joke. It's still in the goddamn movie. It's still an agenda, and it's still propaganda. I noticed a lot of you so-called anti-woke motherfuckers who tried to be a little flip-floppy. Me, if I really don't want to see it, I just don't watch it. No one in the world, unless they pay me lots of fucking money, are going to stop me, are going to make me watch that Wicked garbage. I have no interest in watching Wicked. And if I did have a spouse, if I was married to a woman and she wanted to go see it, that bitch would have to go see it by herself. Don't give me no cockamamie shit. Well, she comes with me when I want to see my things, and we have a relationship. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's called hypocrisy. I don't give a fuck if your woman wants to see it. I don't care if your kids want to see it and they need a fucking guardian to go with them. Don't talk all this anti-woke shit, because let me tell you something. I don't really give a fuck of woke propaganda shit in the movie. The movie better be good. Ultimately, they can put all their propaganda. I understand the propaganda, the socialist pigs. I've been talking about the propaganda the socialist pigs put in their goddamn movies. So it's nothing new to me. They've been doing this shit for years. Just some of them are better at it than others. Some of them are better at putting it in your face in a subtle way, and some aren't. Okay? But don't you dare say that it's okay to bring up the he, him, they shit in the Masters of the Universe movie because they made it a joke. Don't you dare say it's okay. Because I will, let me just hear one of you backtrack and flip flop. I'm going after you like a rabid dog. I'm going to say who you are, and I'm going to expose you for the fraud that you are. Don't you dare do it. Don't you dare go and see the damn movie using the excuse because you got to, because my subscribers, and then come back and excuse any of the woke shit in the movie. I don't give a fuck if it's a joke or not. Your platform, which you have established yourself as, is anti-woke. And how many of these anti-woke motherfuckers secretly do enjoy the shit that they say they hate? I bet you a lot of them do. Anyway, let me go through this real quick. Let's start with the obvious, the visuals. In this day and age, especially now with the AI, anyone can make something look good. So of course, yes, it looks impressive. It looks impressive. But that shit don't faze me no more. I used to worry about that shit all the time. Oh, it has to look good. There is one particular thing, though, that I will mention in a little bit. But yes, it looks impressive. It looks like Eternia looked like in the cartoon. It looked like the comics. And I'm talking about, for those of you who think that I'm a newbie, No, I'm not. In case you think this old bastard called Hollywood God just talks out of his ass. No, he doesn't. This is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe mini comic collection. These is a collection of the comic books that used to come with the goddamn toys. You didn't know that, did you? And the comics that came with the toys were serious business. They were good. They were violent. They were scary. Till they got stupid. They started getting stupid once the cartoon became a hit. They started changing the tone of the comics. But the original comic books that came with the first line of He-Man toys, Masters of the Universe toys, were cool as hell. They were great. So when I had the opportunity to rehab them, because I used to own them, but I lost them through the years, I had to get this shit. This is awesome. Those of you who don't know what this is about, never read these, if you're interested, if the trailer made you interested in the film and in it, this is the first thing that you need to get, okay, and read. You need to get this shit. I wasn't too familiar. I think they had a run in Marvel Comics as well. I'm pretty sure it was Marvel. I really didn't read those, so I can't give you an opinion about those Marvel comics if they did appear. But this is the shit right here. And might as well just mention it now. As you can see, Skeletor has red eyes. So that did make me happy when I seen Skeletor with the red eyes. You know, they gave me a smile on my face. But that don't mean that the movie's gonna be good. That's my whole point. Yes, they're gonna get the CGI, AI, they're gonna get the visuals. Okay? And the fact that they actually, because I know a lot of you motherfuckers that grew up with the cartoon are used to that Skeletor without the eyes. But old motherfuckers like me, who were collecting He-Man before that damn cartoon even came out, we know Skeletor has red eyes. The toys had the goddamn red eyes. Why they removed the red eyes from the cartoon, I have no idea. But they're keeping consistent. You want consistency, right? Oh, and let me find one of you jerk-offs out there complain. Why Skeletor got red eyes? I will smack you like you're a red-headed stepchild. Let me hear one of you motherfuckers out there, because you ain't He-Man fans. Hardcore Masters of the Universe fans know Skeletor has red eyes. It might not mean nothing to you, but we hardcore motherfucking old bastards like me, we know. We played with the goddamn toys. We read the goddamn comics that came with them. All you cartoon people, if you don't like it, fuck you. And that's really the major thing. I don't really care. I don't really care if Man-at-Arms is black. That wasn't like that in those mini comics that came with the toys. The cartoon is the one that made Teela or made Man-at-Arms. What did I say? Skeletor? Pardon me. Man-at-Arms. I don't care if Man-at-Arms is black. Okay? It was the cartoon, I think, that started that Man-at-Arms was Teela's dad. Okay? And that continued in the 87 movie, I'm pretty sure, also used that. The 87 movie gets shit on a lot, but there are good things of that movie. Don't believe anybody that tells you that it's not a good movie. It's a decent movie for that time. And the number one thing they got right, it took itself pretty serious. There's some dumb shit in it, you know, because remember they got to put some things in there for the children, you know. But for the most part, the tone, especially Skeletor and what he's doing, is pretty good. It's pretty good. And even that version of Skeletor, he got eyes. Okay. Um. So that's really my main. That's my main worry. Because they'll get down how it looks. They got it down right. Skeletor got her red eyes and shit. It looks impressive. It looks like there's money spent. I'm not too sure what studio it is releasing it. I'm going to find out after. Now, let me do it now. Fuck it. I hope it's not a Disney movie. But I wouldn't be surprised. What studio is making the Masters of the Universe movie? Amazon MGM Studios and Mattel Films. Directed, that's another thing I want to mention. Directed by Travis Knight, whose most popular thing is Bumblebee. He did the first one. Well, he did that movie. Jared Leto is Skeletor. And it's MGM, it's Amazon MGM Studios. So is this international distributor going to be Sony? So is this going to appear on Amazon? Production, pre-production, casting, release. June 5th, it was originally going to be released theatrically in the United States on March 5th, 2021, by Sony releasing until Uncharted, which itself was later delayed due to COVID-19 pandemic, briefly took over its release date. Huh? It was originally going to be released theatrically in the United States on March 5th, 2021 by Sony releasing until Uncharted, which itself was later delayed due to COVID, took over its release date. So this movie was in production since, I don't know. You got to be careful when you read shit on Wikipedia. But anyway, He-Man is Nicholas Galitzine. Teela is Camila Mendez. Jared Leto is Skeletor. Alison Brie was, I was really shocked because when I seen Evil Lynn, I didn't realize it was Alison Brie. But Alison Brie is Evil Lynn, and Idris Elba, as I was saying earlier, is Man at Arms. And I have no problem. You know why? Because Idris Elba is a great actor. He was great in Prometheus. He was good in fucking Thor. It was the movie that I really didn't care for, but he had not, does it make any sense? A black, guy in Valhalla? Maybe not, but he's a good actor. And I have no problem. If it was anybody else, I might have had a problem. If it was like Dave fucking Chappelle or somebody, then I would have a problem. But no. Idris Elba as Man at Arms is cool with me. I have no problem. I'm guessing they're keeping it like the mini comics that came with the toys, where Man at Arms was not Teela's father. Actually, the whole concept of Man at Arms, it was supposed to be a bunch of those guys. They all looked the same. The Man at Arms were like in G.I. Joe, you get the regular soldiers. They're supposed to be the regular guys that walking around doing all the work. G.I. Joe has the adventures, but there were always in the background these guys in green who were doing all the work, all the tasks and shit behind G.I. Joe. But anyway, yeah. So until the cartoon again put a mustache on one of them, and that became a character in itself, one particular man at arms. But anyway, yeah, so that's my worry. How much of this movie is going to rely on the cartoon? Because what I notice is a lot of the hate for the 87 movie comes from motherfuckers who love that cartoon. I watched the cartoon. Is it exactly what I wanted? No, not really. As I told you, I was. Matter of fact, there was an animated commercial that was more like the mini comics in tone, and that's what I wanted. I wanted heavy metal. If you ever seen that animated film, that the part where the kid goes to the different world and he's all muscle bound and shit. I'm hoping, since the director has a history of animation behind him, he's obviously a fan. He did Bumblebee perfect. He did this, and this looks so great. This looks awesome. But I hope that he makes it more like Den in Heavy Metal. If you ever watched the movie Heavy Metal, the first segment is called Den of Earth or whatever the hell. That is what I wanted He-Man to be. Something like that. Okay, more serious, more violent, and shit like that. But the cartoon, it was all right. It was all right. But my thing is, how much is it going to be the cartoon and how much is it going to be this? Because this is what I want. Okay? I really was never a fan of Prince Adam and Cringer, Battle Cat. I like Battle Cat when he's Battle Cat. But I wasn't for that Cringer shit. And I didn't care for Prince Adam either. These are things the cartoon did that even then I wasn't cool. I didn't like. But so be it. I mean, if you read these, He-Man's like Conan the Barbarian. Supposedly, the Masters of the Universe line, supposedly, I don't know if any of this is true. Supposedly, they originally were based on Conan the Barbarian. Supposedly. I think they were being made for the movie line. But something happened and that fell through. But Mattel decided to make up their own characters using the molds, the muscle-bound molds and shit. And that's how we got Masters of the Universe. That's why if you read these, it feels a lot like Conan the Barbarian. It sure does. But anyway, that's my question. How much of this is going to be the cartoon and how much of this is going to be like Conan the Barbarian? Okay? Because that's what I've always wanted to see. And that's one of the things I like about the 87 film is that with all the cheese in it, it's still got the war, the serious tone between Skeletor and He-Man. It got that right. It got that right. I think the movie basically, the problem with the movie is when they spend too much time on Earth. It's okay. I understand. It's on Earth. They go to Earth for a little bit. Well, actually, not even a little bit, quite a bit. Because they run out of money. Yeah, that's really what they're saving money. That's what they were doing. They were saving money, but I would have preferred if the whole movie took place on Eternia, but when they're trying to save money, they're always going to do shit, add it to the story and shit, and change it up. But don't listen to anybody that tells you that it's not a good movie, okay? And I don't care what that idiot, what's his name, Dolph Lundgren. He apparently he's been talking shit about the movie for years, okay? But hey, Dolph, I bet you they're going to invite you to the red carpet of this new movie, and I bet your ass is going to go, aren't you? Huh? And Frank Langella was great as Skeletor. That's what you get. An actor like that. This is the guy who played Dracula in the 1970s version, one of my favorite Dracula films. He was perfect as Skeletor. Was he muscle bound or whatever? No. Now, my question now is, though, how much, because I don't know who this actor is playing He-Man. So I don't know if that's really how he looks when they finally show He-Man muscle bound. I don't know if that's the real guy. I don't know if it's CGI, AI. Um, I'm pretty sure that the body on the Skeletor's body ain't Jared Leto. I don't think Jared Leto, worked out to attain that body. I could be wrong. I know for all I know, this is mocaps. For all I know, it could be all, when they got those damn balls on the suits and, what they call motion capture. You know what I'm saying? So for all I know, that's what it is. And the rest of it's going to be computer digitized, AI, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But that's my worry, is the tone. I don't mind some cartoony shit in it. And I'll tell you the truth. If Orko from the cartoon is in this, I won't mind either. I don't care. I really don't care. I don't want to see the fucking woke shit in it, the LBGT stuff in it. I don't want to see any political mumbo jumbo, making Skeletor like Trump and stupid shit like that. I don't want to see that shit, but it's going to be there. Just like, I mean, see, I bring this up all the time, but Transformers in the comic books was pretty political. It was more political in Transformer. And I mean, and even to this day, even some of the recent comic books, it's like a feuding two sides, like what's going on today, Republican versus Democrat shit. That's what Transformers has always been about. So I don't mind it in that. I'm just afraid because there's so many socialist pigs in Hollywood that there's going to be a lot of fucking. I know there's going to be Masonic mumbo jumbo messages in this movie. I just want to be entertained. So please, not too much of your social engineering garbage. I just want to be entertained. If I get to live long enough to see this thing, that's all I want. I want to be entertained. You impressed me with Bumblebee, Travis Knight. So please try to do the same with this movie. Or obviously you wrapped up directing it already. But that's my number one central worry. That it's going to be too much like the cartoon. Which is something I'm not a fan of. Well, anyway, pick this up. It should be available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. That's where I got it. Read these before this movie comes out. At least the original ones from the 80s. Read those because those are the best. There are some really weird stories also. It has a lot of supernatural shit in it. So much better than the cartoon. I'm telling you. These were so much better than that cartoon. All right, that's all I really want to say. The girl playing Teela is all right. She got the red hair. Oh, a lot of people are complaining, I hear. There's some people out there complaining that He-Man's mom is blonde now. I don't know. Is she redhead in the cartoon? I don't remember. But you guys are a joke. Seriously, you so-called fans are a joke. I don't give a flying fuck if his mom has blonde hair. Damn it, he has blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you're nitpicking at, if that's your number one central worry is He-Man's mom's color of her hair, then you're a fucking useless moron. You really just need to do something with yourself. I'm not going to say it because you can fuck yourself, really. You can fuck yourself, but I was going to say something else. And I don't want YouTube saying that I'm influencing people to do harm to themselves. You can go fuck yourself. If the number one worry you have is He-Man's mom's hair color, okay? I like Alison Bray as Evil Lynn. I couldn't believe it was her. Man at Arms, like I said, Idris Elba, perfect as far as I'm concerned. So I guess it's going to be one of those Superman 78 situations to see whether or not He-Man himself can, if the actor's good. We know what happened last summer with that dude playing Superman. Man, that movie sucks. Y'all complained and bitched so much about that Snow White movie. But I think that Superman movie this past summer, was worse. I think it was worse. As a 50-year-old man, I think that's more of a disgrace than what they did with Snow White. For real. I know y'all had it in for that girl. That was your motivating thing, to hate on her. You know what I'm saying? But not enough of you tore that Superman movie apart. Because that shit was a big pile of shit. Made no sense. Made no sense. All right, that's it. That's all I want to say. Let's see if there's any music left here. The whole soundtrack played? That's right. I liked Masters of the Universe movie from 87. And if you don't, fuck you. Peace.